We all need to breathe to stay alive, right? Our designs and our layouts need to breathe too, to feel alive and look alive. And one of the basic techniques that we can use to do that is called Whitespace. Let's learn about it today. Hi everyone, it's Col here from Pixels Inc. Today we're going to talk about Whitespace, which is a very useful technique when you're creating design layouts. It's important that when you're putting together a design layout that you let the elements on the page breathe, and the way that we can do that is by introducing what's known as Whitespace. Now this isn't a difficult technique to learn, it's basically just allowing room around each of the elements, whether that be text, images or graphics on the page. Just allow enough room around each of those that they can have their own visual focus, that when someone is viewing your layout or your design, that they can get an easy feel for it and they can take on board what it is you're trying to say. Now you can treat Whitespace almost as silence on a page. There's no graphics, there's no text, there's no images. It's empty space. I've put together some very quick examples to give you an idea of what I mean when I'm talking about Whitespace. If you look at this example, you can see that yes, we've got a title and we've got some text and we've got an image and we've got a logo, but where does your eye go? You've got, everything's just there. There's no path. You're just kind of, your eyes jumping around from side to side, top to bottom, trying to say, well, what's the most important thing here? What is it that's what are they trying to tell me? If we now take all of that content which is on that full page and move to our next example, what we'll see is an example where we've got a clear headline at the top, we've got a sub-headline, we've got our image bottom right, and we've got our logo bottom left. And in between those elements, we have empty space or white space. You've got a clear message on the page. You've got a hierarchy. You've got your headline and your sub-headline for the viewer to read, which then leads down to the image, which is bottom right, and then your eye scans across to the left where you've got the company's logo. Whitespace is helping you do that. It's helping lead the eye around the page and it's letting the page breathe. If we sit that page and the previous page side by side, I think it's clear to show that Whitespace is important. Now, we use the term Whitespace, but that doesn't mean the space has to be white. In this next example, you can see here that the page is 95% black. We've got a white headline, we've got a white subline, and again we've got another photograph bottom right. And the white space in this case is just empty blackness, which just again works really well. It highlights that headline at the top and then leads your eye down to the figure on the chair bottom right. So we may use the term white space, but it doesn't necessarily mean that the space has to be white. You just take white space to mean empty space where there's no graphics, no text, and no images. That's what white space is. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I've got a lot more videos to come up. If you'd like to be notified when they happen, hit the subscribe button on my YouTube channel. Please share with your friends, share with your colleagues if you think they'll find this useful, and hit the like button, and I'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching.